It's crunch time now in these kind of seasons when the pressure starts coming. It's really how you deal with the pressure. It's also a lot about your preparation. Now in the moment, if your mind is not there, or if anxiety and stress takes over, all that preparation has gone. To an extent, yes. But if you've prepared enough, covered every part, and you've done that to your best of your ability, yes, you will have pressure, but the pressure would not be as much because you know you've done enough preparation or you've put a lot of preparation.
This is easy. This should be not hard, especially when I give this on homework every single week. It shouldn't be like I still don't know how to do it. Yeah? For us, you're not processing the information and not registering. I just want people to get the method right because it's easy to get the method now, but then when it comes in the exam, there's no point when you can't perform.
And everyone deals with pressure differently. There's no one size fits all. Like, okay, if this works for one person, it will work for everyone. Not really, no. From my side anyway, I don't really put that pressure on them. I just try and keep the class going. We do talk about the exam, but I don't put it in a negative connotation. And we just, stay positive, stay focused, keep working and keep sharp. And that's all we can do.
If you're new to this channel, my name is Vidush. I run a maths tutoring company where I teach maths from year 7, GCSE, all the way up to A levels before they go to university. I used to work in investment banking, left that corporate world to go and start this up, and now have been teaching maths for the past 8 years. In this channel, I share behind the scenes of what it's like teaching students from a teacher's perspective, and hopefully if you're a parent, student, or even want to be a teacher, you can get some value from this.
Good morning, people. It is currently 6:05 on a Sunday morning. And what a view we have compared to last week where we had rain, cloudy, dark weather. I guess it goes back to what I was saying, is that for you to appreciate the sun and the good weather, you need to have rain. Or else if you have sun all the time, not to say that you'll get bored of it, but I don't think you would appreciate it more. My voice is quite deep as well. It normally is in the morning, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get ready for class. Got a lot to do. Exam preparations coming up. Exams is literally it started now, so it's all go. But I will keep you guys in the loop of how that's going. Yeah, let's get the day started.
So still haven't heard back yet from the commercial property side of things. It's something that is going to take a bit of time. I did say to myself that it might not go through, and that is okay. I guess I could just try and learn from it and see what didn't work, what was the reason behind it, and make sure that it doesn't happen again going forward. If it does go through, great. So it's going to be a lot of work that's going to be required, but again, anything that you start with initially, it's going to require work up front. You're going to have to do renovation. There's going to be costs associated with it, monthly costs, bills. It's part of it. So I guess my bearing right now is really in the middle. So I'm not trying to get too excited, but I'm also not trying to get too down about it, because if I get too excited, I start daydreaming and start thinking about visions about what we can do with this place, how we can renovate it, even like recording the classes as well. We can make even more soundproof, just add more quality to it. Even the lighting as well, if needs be, we could even do that. And also just like the whole feel of the place, to give a better feel for the students, right? To give them a better environment. Not to say that what I'm currently teaching, the environment is bad. It's fantastic, it's great. But when you have these kind of opportunities, I start thinking about more of, what could we do? What can we change? What can we renovate? How can we add value to it? So I'm just trying not to get too much into that, because obviously if the deal doesn't go through, I don't want it to affect me so much, because I've dreamt about it, or I was kind of thinking about it more and more. So I'm trying not to do that. And also at the same time, I'm also not trying to get so on the other side of the spectrum, which is to be disappointed if it doesn't go through, which is why I'm trying to put myself in the middle. There is a chance it might not go through. There is a chance maybe other people have got, there is a better offer as well. With these things, with properties, commercial properties, buy-to-lets, residential, not that I have experience in it, but my instincts tells me that there's always competition for these things, right? And there's always going to be other people that also want what you want. Just because you like something and you want to make the purchase, which is fine, it doesn't always mean that it's going to come to you. And of course you can up the bid and everything, but there's also a lot of parameters that is not in your control at all. We'll just see how it goes. If it goes, great. If it doesn't, great. And I will have to adapt whichever way it goes.
Why are we waiting outside? It's 11:10. Can I go to the camera? Huh?
Because it's cold.
So you're waiting outside because it's cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes complete logical sense. Mari, come here.
Because you're right between Sienna and that. It's a very hazardous zone.
So you got a new flavour? What happened to the red one?
Oh yeah, this is, I like to have some variety. This is mango, cherry, carrot, celery, orange, and yeah, you're right, passion fruit.
Why celery? What's the name of it?
It's by Eminem.
No, the name of the bottle.
Yeah, it's Eminem. Eminem's song, Mockingbird. You don't know who Eminem is? You know, no one knows Eminem?
Who doesn't know Eminem?
I don't know, you guys are the new generation. Take your hood off, it's raining at the moment.
Oh, no. I didn't do my hair, please.
Do I give a damn if you did your hair or not? Take it off, it's disrespect to the class and everyone else. Okay, well yeah, that's so bad, isn't it? It's breaking news.
It's horror.
Wait till you get bored and then what? I'm gonna shave bald, bro, don't worry. I'll do it in the summer, see if it's good. If it's good in September, I'll shave and I'll come bald with a full beard on.
Go fully bald.
So we're now also into May, so exams have started both with the GCSEs and A-level for maths A-levels. The exam starts in June, so they still have 1 more month for the A-level students. So it's crunch time now. You have to, and I mentioned this in my previous videos, is like in these kind of seasons when the pressure starts coming, it's really how you deal with the pressure, and it's also a lot about your preparation. Now I know I mentioned in the previous video that yes, you can prepare as much, but then if obviously in the moment, if your mind is not there, or if anxiety and stress takes over, all that preparation has gone. To an extent, yes. But if you've prepared enough to the point where you've done everything again and again and again, but if you have covered every part and you've done that to your best of your ability, internally you will know that you've done everything and you've given it your all. From that perspective, yes, you will have pressure, but the pressure will not be as much because you know you've done enough preparation, or you've put a lot of preparation. And everyone deals with pressure differently. There's no one size fits all. Like, okay, if this works for one person, it will work for everyone. Not really, no. From my side anyway, I don't really put that pressure on them. I just try and keep the class going. We do talk about the exam, but I don't put it in a negative connotation, and we just, stay positive, stay focused, keep working and keep sharp, and that's all we can do. The worst bit of all is obviously results day, where that's when the nerves really come in, but we all have to go through it. Whatever, it doesn't even have to just be exams. I'm just saying in general as well, when you're waiting for results for something, or if you're applying for a job, or you've gone through the interview stages and you're waiting for the results of that, anything, it's always nerve-wracking, but it's just one of those things that we have to go through. So yeah. Okay, 4, Aaron.
3x=2 and x=10.
Did he ask in the group chat, or you did it himself?
I actually asked this time. I actually did ask.
Show me.
Here you go, number 4. Look.
Yeah, hold
So
on.
it shows all the working out.
Wait, hold up. You have not written nothing. No. You're either maths genius that's able to figure out straight away from there, or you literally just put it somewhere and got the answers. You are full of rubbish.
The one time I was online, you texted my mom saying that I wasn't talking. That's because I was eating food.
Why were you eating food in a class?
Because it was lunchtime.
This is easy. This should be not hard, especially when I give this on homework every single week. It shouldn't be like I still don't know how to do it, yeah? Or else you're not processing the information and not registering. I just want people to get the method right, because it's easy to get the method now, but then when it comes in the exam, there's no point when you can't perform. Hey, what? Take your hood off, please.
Did you not brush your hair either? Yeah.
I don't get what you guys are saying. Your hair, like, it doesn't look. It does, like, how can you tell one little strand is out? It doesn't. Like, when you go into the public space, are they gonna look right into your sideburn?
Yes.
That little.
So no one does that. That's all they do.
They're just shallow. It's like there's bigger things happening in life, and you're looking at that little sideburn. Oh my, what is it called? What do you guys call it? My part line, not my part line. My hairline has to. Okay, so we're just going to the headquarters, about to start class in 15 minutes. As you probably can see the amount of sunlight I'm getting, it is a beautiful, beautiful day today. And of course, it's exam season, crunch time, a lot going on. So we're gonna do the best that we can to help all the students that are doing the GCSEs and A-level maths. And we're going to make sure that we keep it going forward, stay focused, stay sharp, and keep at it. Now, if you have not watched the previous video, you probably know that there's also a lot of things going behind closed doors, business side, opportunities, and it's still an ongoing thing. And one thing I'm realizing in life as these things come is that you have to be ready when opportunities come. If you're not ready, if you're not prepared, when that opportunity comes, you're not going to be able to seize it. So it's very interesting because there's a lot of planning that is required, right? There's a lot of planning. So what I'm saying is basically it could be a potential of purchasing a premises, right? But even purchasing a premises requires a lot of planning, a lot of preparation, you need to know what you're doing. You need to know what you're getting yourself into. You need to know the costs. You need to know the fees and all those things, right? It's not as simple as just go and buy it, if that makes sense. So I'm realizing that it's a long-term game, and it also reminds me, if I'm making these kind of moves, what am I in it for? What's the long-term play here? Not the short term, the long term. Everyone can think short term, but not a lot of people can think in the long term. And when I say long term, like 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, where do you see yourself? So it's really, I wouldn't say testing me, but it's really getting me to think even more further it's really getting me to think deeper into what is my 10, 15, 20 year plan. And I'm not saying you meticulously say, okay, this is what I'm going to do in these years, but you want to have a overall general view of where you see yourself. And then from there, you reverse engineer and work backwards. If you're going to purchase something, whether it's say residential, buy to let, commercial, whatever it is, right? If that is like if we're talking about properties here, you want to reverse engineer and say, okay, if this is the kind of property that I'm going for and this is the cost, what do I need to do to be able to achieve that? So you reverse engineer from that. So what's the costs involved? What's the fees that's involved? What do I need to do so I can be best placed to make the most of that opportunity? This is just kind of me sharing my thoughts as I'm going through this. I don't know what is right and wrong. You just learn as you go. As you do that, you just get better and you understand the game more and understand how everything works. And this is the real life stuff, man. This is the real life stuff, right? That they don't, I guess, teach you as much because you have to go and experience this in the real world. Okay, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can do this, you can do that. Like, this is what you learn as you go through these processes. So it's very interesting, and I'm getting to learn a lot more about, all these things. And, it's just this business, right? And like I said before, it might not work, which is also okay. I'm very fine with that. I'm very okay with that as well. It's just this is all part of the learning curve. I just got to make sure that I don't get too down about it. And this is why I'm trying to stay in the middle. Next time that if something like this happens, at least I'm more experienced and know what to do. So yeah, that's just my little 2 cents or 2 pennies, as one can say. So I'm gonna get ready for class. 10 minutes left. And I'll see you inside the class. Okay, so let's see if this works. Can we see? Great. So I've kind of moved a bit from hot chocolate. Not to say that I don't like hot chocolate. And we've got this masala tea. So I've got this now, small container. It's really nice. Really, really nice. So we've got that, the tea, and a banana. And like I said, the weekends I don't eat that much because most of the time on the weekends I am teaching. But it's okay. Like, I normally recuperate on the Monday to Friday and I just get the calories back in. You don't have to eat all the time, you don't have to eat all the time. If you just listen to your body, listen to what your stomach is saying, you don't have to. People eat until they're full. You don't need to do that. Just eat enough. Of course, everyone's goal is different. It's up to you. Like, if you're trying to lose weight or bulk up, obviously you have to take that into consideration. But I used to take that very seriously with training, in the sense that I would kind of look at what I eat and how I train. I still do. To this day, I still do. But my priority is not to build the best physique, if that makes sense. My priority is more, there's other things, business and everything. This side of things is just more on the health and just having the, I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying? What am I talking? It's a Sunday morning and here I am talking to the camera.
Aaron, where's your phone?
My pockets. I'm on my calculator.
Where's your bag?
I'm on my calculator.
I'm always 3 steps
I'm
ahead.
on my calculator.
Aaron, where's your bag? As you grow wiser and older, Amari, you will see that life has a different.
You're not old, sir.
I'm only 26. I'm old.
I'm not 26.
26? You're young.
You're pushing at least 40.
Maybe like
36. So in maths now, we're just learning how to do triple brackets.
Yeah.
Oh my days. You guys might all be set 1, but when you come to my class, all of you are 0.
So set 0 is the best.
Damn.
Thank you.
Sorry, no, I didn't mean, no. Just so you guys know, we've only got a couple of months, yeah? And then that's it. Everything changes. Year 11, September, everything just becomes very, very serious. So be aware. So this week I was watching a movie, and it's not an English movie, so in order for you to understand, you'll need the subtitles. But man, that movie really, really moved me because the acting on that movie, especially the actress, was absolutely phenomenal. It was fantastic. She was amazing. And it's one of those movies where it's a bit more of an old movie. So it's not really like those cinematic, high production type of movie, right? But this type of movie is very simple, very authentic, very raw. And one thing I've noticed with me, maybe it happens to you, so I don't know, is that when I watch a movie that moves me a lot emotionally, it always tends to stay in my mind for a couple of days, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't just go away after I watch the movie. Like, especially if it's a good movie and it has a good, when I say good, it could mean like a very deep climax to the end of the movie. This one had a deep climax to the end of the movie, and it was, man, it was messed up, but it tends to stay a lot in my mind, and I kind of ponder on it, if that makes sense. And I always hate it because I'm like, I want to get that emotion out of me, because it's kind of like, I can feel it. It's like so deep. But then that's the sign of a very good movie. That's a sign of a movie that's had an impact on you. And it's funny because when you see these Hollywood movies, right, or the high production movies, or the ones that do really well in the box office, a lot of them are the ones where there's not that much meaning behind them. There's not that much deepness behind them. Like, if you look some of the deep movies, one of them, I would say, for example, Pursuit of Happiness, A Warrior, they're very deep, but those ones don't tend to do really well at the box office, because I guess the majority of people, I don't know, it's an interesting thing. I don't know, I can't really pinpoint why that happens, but I've noticed that the ones that are meaningful, you'll always remember them. But the ones that are just action-packed and doesn't really have much meaning, you forget about them. Yeah, it was good for that 2 hours or 2.5 hours, but after that, it doesn't really leave an effect on you. So I like movies that has a lot of depth and is moving, so emotionally as well. So this movie, like, I have to give props to the actress. She was fantastic. She was amazing. I personally felt like she took the lead in that whole movie, like the way she acted, the way her personality, it was amazing. And I believe she should have had more credit, in my opinion. And those are the movies that you will always remember. So yeah, that's a little fun fact about what happened this week. And the emotion is still there. So I think it would just take some time for me to leave. So it's not for the faint-hearted. That's the thing. You can't be watching that because it will get you down. It will mess you up here. It's not like a horror movie or anything like that. It's kind of like a love movie, but it's very deep. It's a very in-depth movie. And essentially the girl goes after the guy and she really likes him and everything, but the guy's not interested. But she shows a lot of tenacity, a lot of willpower and character to pursue this guy. And I just love the way, and it was not in a desperate way. She did it with flair. She did it with finesse. There was elements of cuteness, and it was nice to see the way she did it as well. And the ending though was it was messed up, man. It was messed up. So that really had an impact, I would say, in me. And I definitely know I'll remember that movie for a long, long time. So anyway, that was just something that I wanted to share. But we're gonna get ready for the next class, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I had a messed up style back then when I was young.
Yeah, he had a ponytail.
A ponytail?
No, it's a hole number one, and then she grew out a ponytail for me and my brother at the back. It's just so bad.
You have
Did she do a little break?
What is it, Chris? Well, if you can't do number two, he dates, it'll flow nicely on the other end. It's all good getting the answer right here, but when it comes to the exam, no point if you can't do it there, yeah? Don't get overconfident, because I will shatter that confidence in an exam. I know, but my middle name is Evil.
We named for douche.
It's the middle. Well, guys, what did I say?
So there's like 5 minutes.
No, it doesn't matter. If there's 10 minutes left, it doesn't matter. Even there's 2 minutes left, it doesn't matter. Get on with the work, let's go. One little thing I would say, right, when you want to learn something, there's a little thing that you can actually do that will completely change the rate at which you learn.
What is it?
To do the questions when you finish the class, because once it's fresh in your mind, you'll be able to do it quickly and you'll understand. But if you leave it 5 days and then do it the day before class, you need more momentum to remember exactly what happened. So if you don't want to waste your time, just do it after class, get it over and done with, and you don't have to worry about it, and it's fresh.